Please welcome in, relax, sit back, enjoy the rest of this live. We're just getting everything set up in here. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and share and like and notification bell. Please join the subscribe so you can join the chat room. Let's get this reading coming in. We'll wait for everybody to come in before I give you the download from this morning. Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. This is a general reading with this morning's download, this morning's brief. And then stick around to the end. If you're around at the end, we'll make some time for a couple of personal questions. Let's see here. Oh, that's what I'm missing. One more left. That's got it. Perfect. All right. We're all set up, folks. Wonderful to have you here. Wonderful to have you here. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot, bringing you this morning's download. It has to do with the sense of procrastination. Some of you are struggling with getting some regular routine done. Hi, ASAP Lizzie. Wonderful to have you here. Struggling, there's the Fool right there. Struggling with trying to make a new beginning. This is marked by new restraint here. Our abstemious is our word. Something is keeping you from taking a new approach. And it's coming across as procrastination. But this is a systemic problem for you somewhere. There is some, almost like a trauma bond. The Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. And Temperance is on the head. This is... You may not be prone to vice, Four of Swords here, but this is the kind of thing that just sends you right into just like shutting down. This is some routine something that you just stall at. So the download was about coping with that sensation. You might find that the things that you do to soothe yourself through these routine tasks are not working for you anymore. You might be having a lot of emotion come up while you're doing this. This pushes us into the next week of what we're expecting for the challenge and temptation during Lenten season. This week, I think it's probably going to be this next temptation of the coping vice. Like, it's gotten down, we're working our way through the chakras during this temptation season. And this one's almost got you. It's just about got you in the feels. Temperance is turned down, and there's a big challenge against your willpower. What I got was it's being reinforced against you by ticking on your core emotional, like, shit. There's something left out of your childhood that was drilled into you by routine. It could have been abusive. There was definitely a training for you to shut a feeling down around this particular exercise. Like maybe it was a household chore in 420. This is 420 on the clock. Yeah, you guys are wanting to use right now some soothing of an emotional core memory that is being triggered at this time during this temptation week. And you really may have thought that you were getting through this temptation season pretty smoothly. Like you've been meeting these battles head on. You've been meeting these challenges head on, knocking them down one after the other. But it might be especially stunning to you right now because you really weren't expecting anything to be able to get a hit on you. This one's landing. This one is landing, and it's smarts. This week is going to be tough for the tribe on a personal darkness, emotional level. I'm getting some flavors of grief mixed with, it's external shaming. It's somebody, hi, Craft with Puja. It says somebody coming in trying to make you ashamed, which really is just guilt, trying to make you feel guilty for something. Because they can't shame you, but they can give you guilt. It can make you believe that you are responsible for something you're not responsible for. This is getting down further into the roots as we go. And the next one, I'm telling you, next week is going to be about just stark, outright scaring the fucking bejesus out of you. If we're working our way down, that's what comes next. Natasha, Kataria, nice to have you here. Absolute magnitude is the intrinsic luminosity of a celestial body as apparent magnitude if viewed from 10 parsecs. So from some fixed distance from a star or something glowing or something with some luminosity, some heavenly body that's glowing. Absolute magnitude is how bright it is from 10 parsecs away. You might be around New Orleans, or you might be a New Orleans native. Acadian is the group of people that came from the northern Appalachians down to the south and settled New Orleans, the whites. And then a bakshish is a payment as a tip or a bribe to expedite service. So someone, if we're going down into New Orleans, someone has paid for some hoodoo. Someone has paid for, someone has gone down to New Orleans or has gone to a practitioner and paid them to make a rush job, to send something about your light, either to promote your light or to dim your light or to change your absolute magnitude. There's something about trying to hide you. And I don't think this is, this isn't an enemy. This is your handler. Your handler has gone down south and has accessed some hoodoo, some voodoo, a professional. They have a contact there they go to regularly. Accipiter is any of the genus of Mediterranean forest hawks, marked by their short, broad wings and a long tail with the distinct flight patterns of several quick flaps and a glide. You may be this person. Okay, this is who this person is. Marked by restraint. Abstemious is marked by restraint, especially in food and alcohol, are reflecting such restraint. So they're going down to New Orleans, but it's not for Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is already over. They're down there for High Spirit Lent. They're down there to convene with the spirits during Lent. Let me tell you, New Orleans is loaded with some hardcore Catholics, some old school Catholics. And that place is just steeped in unalived spirit. Still processing here, waiting for judgment day. Accelerando is the musically accelerated tempo, gradually. So it's going to start out quiet. They're not drinking, but they're gearing up for something. And the accipiter is any of the genus of those forest hawks. And the flight pattern is quick glide. That's how this person operates. When they come at you, they might come at you with a bunch of attachment stuff and then pull away. And then aglet, the plain or ornamental tag covering the ends of a lace or a point. It's a little plastic tab at the end of your shoelace. So this person wears shoelaces or the ornamental stud or cords or pins worn in clothing, like at the end of a bolo tie. This person wears a bolo tie. This is giving off bounty hunter. This is a bounty hunter that's went to some anti-mame to try to get what your movements are. And they stay 2 nights in one town and hit the road. This guy never stays in one place very long. But they build it up to something. They might be a musician. They might double this job with musician. They might be a PI that is on the road and uses his job to tour, or he doubles over touring. Oh, I don't like this. But they don't drink and they don't use. But they are building up to something. For them, it is going to be like a crescendo. This jump, jump, glide. So this is the person that's sending you this energy, this apprehension, this and what I was getting was difficulty doing household chores because the mind just, it gets so busy while the hands are just doing something mundane. The mind is flooded, and it's because these specific tasks are tied to basically a thought curse that was planted on you when you were a child. A grave negativity that is associated with this task. So you're being encouraged, if you have the grounding to do it. Absolute humidity, the amount of water vapor present in a unit of volume of air. So this is, want you to go into the mist. What I was going to say before I dumped the cards was that you were being encouraged to go into that space and try to root this tumor out. This is a safe time, and because this is coming into a form of attack, you're not at risk of psychosis by regressing, because you've already cleaned house. That's why this is jamming you up. This is why it's jamming you up, because this shouldn't be bothering you the way it is. You have already brought all of those circumstances to a close. You know who you are in that. You know what your responsibilities are. And this is just, shit. This is just a fly in the wine, the vinegar in the ointment. Acetabellum is the vinegar cup or ventral sucker of a trematode, a cup-shaped socket in the hip or bone, but it's the vinegar cup that I got mostly. The ventral sucker of, this is a parasite. This is a sucker. This is like a lamprey. Yeah, you've got a parasite, not a demon, but you've got a spiritual parasite that has been attached to you at this childhood point. You may have been smacked around. You may have been made to do chores, Cinderella style, like as part of your punishment, along with some kind of emotional retribution. Balalaika is a 3-string instrument of Russian origin with a triangular body played by plucking on the instrument, plucking or strumming. So this is definitely a musician, someone who plays the guitar, someone who plays a classical guitar, someone who plays a classic or vintage, or like a balalaika is a traditional vintage. I don't even want to say vintage. This is like folk, cultural folk, classic guitar type thing. This person might be a classical guitarist playing on antiques. Absolute ceiling, the max height above sea level. Yeah, this is as high as we're going to go with this. This hit it on, they may be flying. It's the max height above sea level. A plane can maintain horizontal flight under standard air conditions. So absolute ceiling is where atmosphere stops. The plane no longer has friction with the atmosphere. The atmosphere is too thin. Therefore, it has no lift. So it can't actually fly. So this person has gone as far as they can. It's like, I'm getting when employment, you hit a glass ceiling at some point. This person is not the right kind to continue in their profession. Something crossover with this private investigation or this, stay away from my daughter. This person may be going in for a family member, thinking the family member can cast spells on you. This family member may have gone to this person that you have tried to avoid to develop more information about you and offering some kind of hoodoo insight. And they are not practiced. They may think that they're a little witch or that they're innocent. And this is just, but when they go home, they believe that they're able to manipulate people by doing witchcraft. And they are not a hoodoo priestess. They play at wanting to be a hoodoo priestess. Well, what they've done is invited a very dark individual into their circle. And now this dark individual is the one in charge. But they don't know that. They're dumb. They're young. So back to your barrier here. Yeah, okay. So this guy is a milk drinker. And it's something about his shoestrings or a bolo tie. I just seen very clearly the silver tips with a little, it comes down in a cone and it's got the little flange at the bottom. Little silver bolo tie tips. And then we have absolute pitch and a credit. These cards were invisible to me until just now. But this person has gone as far as they can. They have looked as deeply, perhaps with this assistance here, they could not, this is a warlock, and they could not get through to you with traditional casting or with a traditional coven, so they have gone to a family member or someone that thinks that they're related to you somehow, or can get in touch with you through a family member. So it's almost like triangulating you. They're really just trying to almost use a bloodcraft by going to a family member who is an enemy or has made themselves very clearly not like, I fucking hate that bitch kind of vibe. Join forces with a common enemy just because they will commiserate. But this person is just using that family member as a blood tie to do spell work to find you. That's that PI energy. And they've gone as far as they can go. They can't find you. It's a glass ceiling. You have elevated above them. They cannot find you. So absolute pitch is a position of a tone in a standard scale, independently determined by its rate of vibration. Sound. Absolute pitch is the, yeah, hitting the note, absolutely. vibrating, resonating hard. We're resonating hard and accredited. Give official authority, authorization or approval. Yeah, this should be resonating with someone as absolutely, this is accrediting this vibration. Spirit could not be more magnanimous about the words it's choosing. And I want to be clear, when I'm saying spirit, I absolutely rebuke the idea that this person is in contact with me directly. I am leaning into spirit to ask for my guidance. I am not asking to be in contact with the person that's doing this. Spirit is working for me. Michael works for me. Manifesting with Tarot, hi. Hi, wonderful to have you here. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat, and then hit the notification bell and all the bells and whistles there. Oh, the emojis down here in the corner. Oh, those are fantastic engagements, and I love the cartoons. Let's see. We're going to do some more general reading and pull this in. See what else we can discover. So this person has gone as far as they can go. Maybe in the real life, they can see you, but they can't get to you. Or maybe they can see you while they can see you while they're astral planing to you. But they don't know where to find you on the earth. You've moved, you've relocated, or you're hiding yourself pretty damn well. And it's so simple because you haven't gone anywhere, but you have... and this was given in another reading from somewhere else, that this is not the time to be released from attachment. This is not an exercise of putting your shields up, but needing to cloak first. Because when you just turn the light on and you go like, I'm going to blaze everything within a 10-mile radius. No, you're dealing with big enough entities that all you're doing is sending the beacon up. So you need to practice in cloaking and disappearing. Retreat behind your cloak. 2 on the clock. Confirmation. I need to light a candle. We shouldn't be doing this without candle. That's my prompt here. Lighter, 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 lighter. All right. So we're going to light this candle here. Here we go. I'm going to wait on the incense. It's getting it's still a little bit chill in the air. Somebody needs to think about getting some seed in the ground. This could be this person that's trying to find you. It may be thinking about maybe making one more cash investment and trying to locate you, but they can't. Oh, now I've always taken Leo energy separate from an actual Leo, and Leo energy has always come in for me as a straight up assassin. This is the person, the hitman. They hire a PI to find you. You told me you had a PI on me, but you didn't say who. You were talking about yourself. Fuck. This is the assassin. So this person you're dealing with is, you might be dealing with not a psychopath, but maybe a psychoschizoid. Like they compartmentalize so well that they take these positions up in their mind when they're talking to you. I once fibbed to a landlord because I wrote 2 checks. And I just said, yeah, the woman that writes my checks sent out 2 of them by mistake. And it established some ideas about what I had for social backup with my landlord, so my landlord wouldn't hassle me, thinking I was alone. But also it covered a little bit of my own embarrassment. So this person is telling you the truth, but they're making it sound like the responsibility somehow is deferred. No, you have this sigil for a reason, and it has made you transparent. So they're having to come in and do the dirty work up close. This makes you want to think that they hired somebody else to come and do the dirty work, and they are looking for Lucifer in you. But no, this is the same person is now switching roles. They understand that they're only going to get so far with that glass ceiling, and now they're switching roles, and they're going to come in like this guy. I think they've run out of money, or they've run out of resources, or this coming into this close to you, this straight up scare you to death next week. Yep. And I told Spirit, when this meteor fell over Ohio, it was going to take about a week for somebody to walk to wherever it was they were going to get. And they're going to show up on your front door like they did 5 years ago. Walking right up your stoop. You may need to put very specifically to guard against spirit. Work in the corporeal. It's not enough to have your guards up. Keep your sigils in place. But now get very practical. You may have to actually put a no trespassing sign on your door to ward off the evil spirit that will come in corporeal. And that will be enough. And it's not about the no trespassing sign. That placard, anybody with any kind of self-possession will just push it aside and walk in. It's not going to physically stop anyone from coming in, but it is the mental drive behind it. It is the justice of it, or the lack of invitation. You may have a vampire. This is a vampire coming to you. This is a friendly vampire somehow. This is not the worst of the vampires, but they still must feed. So they are weak to their own vice. They're weak to their own compulsion. You're not going to stop a dog from being a dog. Bandbox, a light barrel of clothes, or fastidious in their dress. So this person is extremely tidy. I see you, motherfucker. I see you. I see you every time. I see you every time. Adjutant. This person is going to come in like a staff officer in the Army, Air Force, Military Corps who assists a colonel or a commanding officer. Because a colonel can be, a colonel is, it's like being a captain in the Navy and a captain in the Air Force are two way, way light years apart from each other. So they're going to come in to assist you as the commanding officer and responsible, especially for correspondence, one who helps. So if you are a seer, this person is going to come in to amplify your power. They very much are bringing the juice. They are an executive, but you are the executioner. That's why they're coming in as an adjutant. You may be resistant to have this person around. It's like hiring a bulldog for a lawyer. You almost don't even want to be in the same room with this person because they are a fucking assassin. This classical guitarist who is also gets in behind with everybody. Son of a bitch. Uses the music business. I'm going to get shot. Just to double down, I am in good health. I am in good spirit. I'll just go ahead and say it. I mean, it's already been said. And that's why they come in and try to hide in your life. That's why they want to come and help you. This person may have even been sent to take you off. Or to pull you. They're being sent to pull you out of what you were doing. but they've been using you the whole time to do this whole other life. They've got like 3 lives going on. There's the musician portion that they use as a business to spy on people. And then that whole business has also brought them into a whole other secret identity where they get in front of these people, and when people pass along from mysterious circumstances, it's this motherfucker playing this super dark Lucifer shit. And maybe they're figuring out that you know, but you're already so protected. And the fact remains that you are protected because what glows inside of you, and you thought I was asleep when you said, I think I'm in love with you. No, sir. But that's who this person is. That's why they have what they have. That's why things are so strange and fastidious and militant. It's because this person does this shit for a living. And this is where the real money comes from. It's not about the guitar. It's not about being in front of important people and sucking rich money dick. It's this job. This, and you took this, you do the other shit so that you can do this. And this is where all the money comes from. Because you get in front of people like this, and you're in the perfect position to move among them, in and out. ABCdarian, one learning the rudiments relating to the alphabet, as in you are so ABCD, ABCdarian, rudimentary. Yeah, this part about relating to the alphabet, this person has a couple of different names. No, they have one name. They have one name. And it's a mystery. Mystery. Why is this being disclosed now? Because they're sending, they are preparing you, or they're thinking about you. Then now remember, we're talking about the corporeal representation. And if you've got a demon spirit working in the non-corporeal, focused on you and your entity body, your spirit body, and the power that you portray there, the person that is manifested physically from that demon is going to be into all of this shit. Is absolutely going to be into all of this shit. The people that work in this field are not filled with angels. And you and I both know that the world operates with this kind of industry moving right alongside. 33? I'm mistaken. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. Yeah, I wonder how I know so much. It's because I look into the shadows and understand that all of that shit comes from people who actually go out and live these wild lives. ABA, an ABA is a loose, sleeveless outer garment for Middle Eastern men, or a fabric of goat or camel hair. And when I read this, the two of them combine into this sort of self-pitying attitude of, this is what I have to do. It's the hair shirt. It's wearing the camel hair shirt. This is some kind of self-effacement. They believe that they're paying off karmic debt somehow. Okay. Well, I buy that. I believe that. I won't buy it. I believe it though. And you can tell yourself all day long that you're doing God's work in that, but I still don't want a damn thing to do with that lifestyle. No, not everybody wants this wild life. No, I don't care if you're good at that. Yeah, pimp and pusher. I don't care if you're good at it. Can't make this shit up, folks. But he's the best. You don't understand. I'm the best at this. They want you to be proud. They're trying to future build with you. They're trying to make you understand that in their world, they're a very good boy. They did everything perfectly, just exactly how they were taught. They might believe that they're doing this for, the greater good, national security. I don't know. They're into something that I think what's happened is they're in over their head and they're trying to get out. And you're the only thing that looks normal. That's why they're, I don't know, like, what was that movie, The Long Kiss Goodnight? Gina Davis. Get out of my head, man. I don't want to know. We're going to get off this energy here. Let's answer a few questions for some folks. We're coming up to 35 minutes on the clock. I'm ready for a little change of pace. All of that, this person, their Machiavellian mode, translate all of this how it resonates. Not everybody's life is wild. This can be in levels, but all the players are in their places and all of the events and controls and manipulations are the same. If I said that they're trying to be a hitman, it could be somebody that's just trying to make you fail. If I said somebody is coming at you, they're going to try to scare the shit out of you. It might be somebody that's going to come in and just try to take something out of your possession like an opportunity. So, however it resonates, let it stick for you. A Leo reading. Well, we had Leo out here for a minute ago. Crystal Wilkie, we're going to pin your message up here at the top. Thank you so much, Tiam Kahula Native. Did I say that right? Kahila? Or is that a G? Tiam Kahila Native. Let's see. Leo. Leo, come at me, Leo. Ha! Careful there, you're wishing an assassin on me. You got me saying shit like that. We're reading for Leo right now. Your mama? This might be your mom for some of you. This might be your mom or a partner's mom. This is a simulation. No, this is being used as a model here. Allow me to encourage you. It could be a simple, okay, here is the simulation, the similitude. On your scale, your Leo is a mother and is testing you, not encouraging you. You may be feeling the weight of this. Or Leo, you're dealing with a mother-in-law. The Manus taking a hand. Someone's taking yeah, it's dark family shit. I'm getting Mano Negro. In the last 90 days, you've seen this trend. And you are being treated like the deviant here. Any various compound in the oxime, it containing a deviant group. Oh, you got stuck in a deviant group. You walked up into a family that does some kind of ugly backdoor dealing shit. It might have happened last summer. Yeah, that last 90 days. The last 90 days, it might have been last summer. The 90 days over last summer. Something was vanquished last summer very gently, or they've handled it very gently, and they're hiding it. Knock it off. They're hiding it under a hood somewhere. I'm getting an oven hood. Manifesting. You're trying to manifest some answers. So somebody hid something underneath like an oven hood or the lip of a hood somewhere, or the lip of a car hood, the lip of the door trim, something. Hi, Enjoy 77. Lovely to have you here. Look, the room is just popping. One more card for Leo here. Anything else about Leo? Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Okay, so there's something coming. You're about to have a yeah, I think when you or your Leo is going to run their hand along some, be careful, there's going to be a slice. There's going to be a slice your finger, or on a gash your finger on metal, exposed metal, a needle. There's like a drug needle. Don't run your hand down along the seat. That's where I'm getting that, running right back in and hitting the back of your finger right here and just jabbing the shit out of yourself if you don't gash it open. Yeah, overhead I was getting like just a snag, but it was the under the seat, right, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, like my keys dropped, and I'm running my hand down in between the seat. You're gonna come away with part of your finger missing. I'm getting like the metal around the seat belt is just going to carve it and like peel away. What's this? Yeah, we've uncovered it. This is the mantilla is underground, or it's underground. What was hiding is underground. Something hiding underground. I'm seeing a 2x4 on the, you pick up a 2x4 and it's got dirt packed onto it and looks kind of like ground wasps. You just kick the dirt away, it's dried mud. Something about running your hand along there and getting a big ass splinter right there. Don't do that. Kick the board over and kick the dirt off with your foot. It's in the dirt. Something packed into the dirt. Somebody's looking for the house key. Somebody's looking for a missing key, or like where the hidden key is for the house or for the barn or something. They're not supposed to know it's there. They're looking for a spare key. It's not winter, or it was put there last winter. Yeah, for a rescue. And it's hidden, the cipher. But it's been moved? No, you're looking in the wrong place. It's a different board, or it's a different, it's still hidden, but you're cold. You're cold. Yeah, it's not winter, but you're cold. You've looked too far over, and you're something about the chicken noodle, like the healing or the remedy. Yeah, you're cold. You went in the wrong direction. Looking for a key. Where'd the key go? Eye chakra. You can't see it. It's hidden. What's with this key? Throat chakra. The truth? What's the truth about this key? It's a DIY. Welcome back. Everything's going to be okay. What's this one? Blue eyes? That was up before. I saw that pop up before. So this, welcome back. Everything's going to be okay. This is a DIY. So something's been jury-rigged. Somebody with blue eyes, or you have blue eyes, or someone's crying. Someone's panicking about this. Your mama's panicking about this. Your mom might be locked out of her house. Summer blonde. There's a summer blonde here. You or your mom. Your mom's. Yeah, be gentle. Be gentle. And we're getting all of this manus and mansuetude and all of that back here. I think that's all I have for Leo. Hey, if you're in the room there, hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat and get your personal question in. It is, what day is it? Today is Thursday, March the 19th. I am live, and I am only on YouTube. If you see me on any other platform, let me know here or report it to that platform. But definitely do not send your money anywhere unless you want to make a contribution directly to me at Venmo, at Angel Radio Tarot. Because right now, the channel's less than 6 months old. People, we're growing so fast. But the next benchmark is the number of hours that the channel is played. Subscribers are going great. Boy, you people are just pumping the room. And all of those emojis down there, pull those up. It doesn't cost you anything, but every time you tap on there, it counts as an engagement for the channel, and it helps the algorithm. And then when the video is published in a couple of hours after we're done with the live stream. Make sure you come back, 4444, come back and watch past videos to calibrate your intuition about, say, 6 months ago or 3 months ago or 3 days ago. So for right now, hit that subscribe button, jump into the chat here, and let me know what your question is, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Stay tuned here. Keep watching. I'm going to get a different deck here. What have we got going on, Spirit? It's been such heavy. Some of you are watching or listening for good news. Some of you may be listening to good news. Some of you are replaying an old podcast of an ex. High Priestess, you are watching your ex in their High Priestess energy. You are indulging in digital stalking, but this is where this person is now eternally for you, the High Priestess, having reached some kind of pinnacle. Yes, reach in strength. This is where you're putting this person. Holy crap, there's some idol worship here. There's definitely some idol worshiping here. If you are this High Priestess, be mindful that this is how this person sees you, as a High Priestess in fully energized High Priestess mode. You are fully energized. It may take this wicked person coming into your world to not challenge you, but to honor you with recognition. Like the most cruelest person you've ever met coming to you and go, you know what? You're right. It's a little consolation for you. On the side here, this feeling of it's very little consolation does not change the fact. You being butthurt about what they had to do, possibly to protect you, does little to bring your life back into order. This is giving Robert Heinlein's Friday. And spoiler alert, one of the men that was responsible for gang stalking her and assaulting her ended up being, repenting and coming to her later and saying, that was me. I was there. It wasn't, and this, it was just, and your assassin has fallen in love with you. So the sword, and that just knocks you off your strength, because what's happening here is they're coming in with this Ace of Cups, this Three of Swords, this star energy, and this is how it's leaving you. Disgusted still, but just not willing to believe that someone who could do such cruelty to you could be so devoted to you now. It's like some lizard brain reaction to this, like you no. That's what you're feeling. That's what they're feeling. I'm getting some crossover. Ace of Cups. The House of the False Heart, mutation, instability, and revolution. So this person has betrayed their own oaths because your presence, confirmation. It's like game sees game, but game fell in love with game. Three of Swords. I don't see like, oh, this person's going to reform. It's just you change their heart somehow. They still have to go earn a paycheck. They still have commitments. They still have to go be a professional SOB. And again, this is like, if you want a good lawyer, you don't get a likable lawyer. You get the biggest asshole of an individual to be your lawyer. Mental alienation, error, loss, distraction, disorder, confusion. You have wrecked this person's entire MO. They can't do their job. The star energy, you've zapped, and they can't do their fucking job. Not just about you. They can't concentrate on their job because they can't reconcile what you've done to their head. You make them doubt their abilities. And if they are in that Leo assassin energy, this is what they do. Like, you know, the career job fairs and all that stuff, you know, it's what you do that nobody else can do, says you're the one that's supposed to be doing this. And that's how they ended up in that job. They are very good at taking people down. And they were sent to take you down. And it's nothing that you could physically compare to. And it's just the fact that you sit there looking at them while they've got the barrel pointed at you. And you just blink, 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 blink. And it just jacked their head. And they cannot do their job. The star, inversed. But the star is all about life freely given. And the fruitfulness, and you have taken away their livelihood. They're fucked. They're fucked and they know it. and in their world and in their peers, they're cooked. They're cooked. Swords. You may be making someone leave an entire career field. Imprisonment, suspicion, doubt, reasonable fear, and shame. Yeah, in their world, it's blood in, blood out. The Queen of Wands on her head. They somehow want you to value that as a sacrifice they're making for you. No. No. Didn't ask you to leave. I didn't ask you to do any of that, and I sure as fuck didn't ask you to come at me the way you did. I can't help it that you work for sons of bitches in a really lousy career field. Get a better job. Stay the fuck away from me. If they think that they've got something that they've got to say to you, they're not going to leave you alone until they get to do it, because it's closure for them leaving an entire life because of you. Let them spill their guts. Fuck your apology, but I will take your confession. Let's see. They want you to value this higher because of the sacrifice they made, because they can't get their head right, because what they think about you. What other people think about you is none of your business. If you were busy doing your own business, minding your own business, you don't have time to worry about what other people are thinking or to even wonder what they're thinking. They'll either come through the door or they won't. How far down the sidewalk are you going to chase a customer? So this Queen of Wands here. Good, economical, obliging, and serviceable, but also in certain positions and in the neighborhood of other cards tending in such directions, because all of his cards are down. You're getting, in the midst of this Three of Swords. You're getting this confused, completely put out. got good and they really want to do good. They want you to see them as doing good, of trying really hard. But it's opposition, jealousy, even deceit and infidelity. They are still who they are. Their lifestyle, when they see they're being good, is still light years away from just basic foundational, like, basic tenets of human interaction. They have been off into this life for so long that their moral compass is melted. The Three of Cups. I'll do Libra next. Getting closer to the point, though, aren't we? Expedition, dispatch, achievement. It also signifies a side of excess in physical enjoyment and the pleasures of the senses. This person is not clean. They're not even anywhere near being clean. And they want you to take what they've started in the right direction and celebrate and sweep them and bring them into glory. They have no idea how much work this is going to take. They have no idea what being clarified by fire means and what it does. And this person has spent $65 years doing this, bred for this. Let's get a read on Libra. Hi in Nanke. I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. What? No, I don't want to cancel. I want to pin it. Let me pin this Libra so I don't lose it. Pin the message. Enjoy 77. Hello. Pauk 459. Hi. Wonderful to have you. Let's get a read for Libra here. What do we have for Libra? Hi, Max. Sleeping by my feet, being such a good boy. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the cheer. It does help the channel so much. We've got this Queen of Wands as being persistent with poverty. And the Three of Cups came back out, but it's undecided. This person is watching right now and learning. They're having some aha. They're like, oh, there's some humility going on here. Less of a humility ritual. This is it's not a humiliation ritual. This is humility. This is somebody learned that they are just a novice. And just a novice is huge. It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to pass into heaven. Lady Bovary is not forgotten. And how dare you think that I would be Lady Bovary? That I would offer myself for love. Or that this person thinks that they are, that this, what they've done for you should count for something. Yeah, there it is. They're resentful that you're not celebrating their, the Chariot right here. They're spinning. They were supposed to get more from this, from making this sacrifice. 58. No, bitch. The sacrifice is what you earned. Let's see. Yeah, some getting wild again. There's some rebellion. I'm gonna go home and cry about it. Cry about it on your way home. You're either here to do the work, or you can shut the fuck up and go home. We ain't got time to paddle you. Oh, it was gonna be coddle you. But no, we don't do that here either. But we ain't got time to paddle you either. I ain't got time to sit here and punish you into doing something. This is giving some, someone's doing some chakra work. Someone's doing some chakra energy work and plowing right through it. But you're not getting sympathy from me, not because I've already done this and I don't feel bad for you because this is what you got to do if you want. That's some patriarch bullshit. Suffering should never be encouraged unless it's going to get the person somewhere better. Unless it's a course of discipline. And that's what this person lacks. They've never had to do anything hard before. Not really. Not real hard stuff. It's always been a choice. And that's what makes it hard. When it's so hard that it's not a choice anymore. I hear these red pill fuckers say all the time stuff like, oh, the women, if they ever get really, really hard up for money, they've always got that they can do. They've always got that for a choice. And honey, let me tell you, if that's all you've got left, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. It's because someone's taking it from you or you're fucking hungry. No, that's not a choice. This is what I'm getting from this God. This is how far back into conditioning that they're going to have to try to climb out of. There's going to be a lot of rude awakenings. Oh, how about those many hours long conversations about why the city is burning? Why are you 65 years old, or at the time 60 years old, talking about, oh, why is this happening? I mean, these people are just crazy. Have you never thought about how the world fucking works before? No, they haven't. They haven't. This is a libertarian. A libertine. The man that says, oh, I'm conservative by policy but liberal by practice. That's called a hypocrite. Three of Pentacles. And someone to not be trusted. Three of Pentacles. I am in the field here, not of my own, but because this energy keeps pushing and prodding like a spoiled child. This is just somebody this is a spoiled adult. They have been able to through their whole life and get their answers fulfilled. Get everything fulfilled from just being a petulant little bitch. Throwing a petulant frenzy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. And mediocrity in work and otherwise puerility, pettiness, weakness. This person thinks they're a big shot because they have had money thrown at them. They're not the best that they are. They're just the most accessible. That makes a whore. Page of Swords. Someone's learning really quick that out here in the big boy world where people have to work for a living, what they're doing is not very respected because anybody can do it if you're willing. It's the more evil side of these qualities of overseeing and Secret Service vigilance, spying, examination. Sickness is also intimated, but being all of these kind of surveillance and Secret Service energy, it's got State Department all over it. It's the Machiavellian side of it. It's the cloak and dagger bullshit. But the unforeseen and unprepared state of this. This person was an amateur the whole time. And just finally got pulled into something that was over their head and out of their pay grade. And the first time their ass was actually on the line. And now they're having some fucking respect for the people that do this their entire lives. Because they are thrust into authority and they take it up. This person wanted authority. This Libra wanted authority. And does not. I'm sorry if you're the Libra. Maybe you're dealing with another Libra. And maybe you're having some tough lessons about the way people are seeing you're some kind of Princess Libra energy. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Oh, El Holdidor. How you doing? ¿Cómo estén? Crystal Marie, you're welcome. Vikram Mazumdar. Devi Prasad, let's do it. Hi, Jules. Just Jules. Just Jules. What is Debbie's current feeling for Vikram? It's great to have you here, folks. We're just crossing over the top of the hour with Angel Radio Tarot. I'm your host, CC. Hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat and let me know what your question is. And hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming up again. I usually have about a 15-minute headway before I crack in. So I don't like to schedule ahead of time because I just get too anxious about trying to meet the mark. Someone... it's got some private wisdom going on. They may be playing a fool, but they're not. The whole world's riding on this here. Some all four energy. This full power, fully engaged. Fully sprung is what I'm getting. King of Pentacles. They may be concerned about what your financial situation is, or they may be sitting in a very fine financial situation. I would be getting the Eight of Pentacles in reverse if they were concerned about having to lend it. But they are, or you are, being viewed as very financially secure, having very good prospects, just very financially secure. A good financial partner. Ace of Cups. So what is this, a little bit too concerned about the money? They may be a little bit, the King of Pentacles it gives practical, but what I'm feeling too is that they are trying to not be in the feels right now. They are avoiding how they feel about you so that they can evaluate what's practical. Three of Wands. It's the end of troubles or the cessation of adversity. Toil and disappointment are over. So I feel like they know how they feel about you. Now they're addressing the practicality. The King of Pentacles is always a dark, friendly... Is that the dark family man? I'm thinking of the King of Swords. Valor, intelligence, business... A normal intellectual aptitude, but the mathematical gifts are high. Just a money person, money-oriented. Maybe they're in the money business. I've not seen inheritance so much. But if they're not moneyed now, they are watching for the cleverness of opportunity. Are they or are you, let's see, are you Vikram financially viable? Ace of Cups, will you be able to provide a good home? Or a good, I don't know what this is, a good financial prospects. Are you a go-getter? Are you hungry? Are you a climber? Do you work hard? What's your work ethic? What are you going to bring 5 years, 10 years? What's life going to look like 20 years down into your career? What kind of a worker are you for your own betterment? Ace of Cups. There is a house of the false heart and mutation, some instability and revolution. They're worried about your loyalty, your financial loyalty. And then Five of Cups. News, alliances, affinity, consanguinity, ancestry, return, and false projects. They are most concerned about this union. They like you a lot. They want it to happen, but now they're in the very practical aspects of this. Let's get just another couple of questions here. I hope that helped. Regina, hi. There we go. Let's get another couple of questions in here, folks. I know you've got them. It is just a beautiful day out here. Lots of sunshine. We're coming up. What is it? It's got to be getting... Yeah, I'm on the west coast of the United States. I hope you're doing great. Let me know where you're hailing from. Back in the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles. It's looking really good and strong financially for somebody. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat. And if you would, please get generous with the emojis down here in the corner. And if you are watching on a smart device, thank you for the hearts. That's it. That's the stuff. If you're watching on a smart device that doesn't let you engage with the comments, I bet you if you go to the channel on that device, it'll tell you play a mix. Instead of hit the playlist, it'll let you play a mix. Just let the channel play as long as you can stand it. The next benchmark is the number of hours that the channel is watched. And that'll get us to where we can do memberships, special events, special content, subscriber content. Look at the prospects. These are big, strong prospects. All right. This, I think I'm reading for you, Regina, because I just see this come in. My SSDI is missing. Will I see it this year? Well, part of it's you're going to have to get on the horn and do your homework and drill through the coal of that paperwork. There is some concern about you having to pay out more than you're getting. King of Wands. The Empress energy. You're going to be able to handle what's coming because I do see your strength here, and I do see big money and opportunity, but I do see concern about the outlay of cash. This King of Wands, that's who's gonna, two more cards here. I think it's this King of Wands is gonna come to you asking you for money that you don't got. Don't be lending out money if you don't have it. Don't be lending out money on promises of getting money. Oh, that was important. Yeah, look at what we're doing right here. Look at what just came up. Yeah. Don't be handing out money that ain't yours to give. It says that you're going to be, but this is you seated in the Empress energy like you can do that. I'm telling you, don't do it right now. One more card, please. You're going to have to go on stretch this a little bit farther, so don't be giving the money away. Yeah, we've got a couple of things happening here. You got somebody waiting for your money to come in. They're pocket watching you so they can take it from you as soon as it hits. This fool right here. Oh, got me breaking nail. Excuse me. Got me breaking the nail over that one. Dang. This is what they do behind your back. Did you see that? As soon as I tried to identify, I got to stop tapping the table. As soon as I identified this seven, or threatened to identify who this spender was. You got somebody that's skimming. You might have somebody that's not bringing back all the change. King of Wands. Good and tolerant. Let's see. Good but severe. Austere yet tolerant. And then, so that's the King of Wands in its inversed. But it's, you got somebody controlling your money like you got, like someone's got a power of attorney over your cash or something. Seven of Pentacles. And they're skimming. Cause for anxiety regarding money which it may be proposed to lend. Proposed to lend. All right, look. Spirit is holding up your money because you've got somebody that has been in your ear about what you're going to do with that money when you get it. You're worried about spending money that you don't have. Someone's coming to you to borrow money. When you get money, can you help me? Or you, I don't want to say SSDI is holding you up, but this good but severe, austere yet tolerant. They are holding you out in process. And this is being driven by spirit, because spirit doesn't want to release the cash if you're going to turn around and give it away. It's got you seated in Empress energy. You will have enough to share when the times are right, but there is concern about you turning around and giving it away. Even in increments. Maybe you're over tithing. Maybe you're being over generous. Well, spirit doesn't want to put the resources in your hands until you learn how to hold back a little bit for yourself. Queen of Wands and the Sun. I am picking up on some negative caregiver energy. When will you get justice? I think when you go back to this person and tell you can't make any promises, something about you needing to place a boundary that isn't here yet. You might have to push back a little bit harder on their decisions. The Sun and the Sun card in its reverse. I hear your frustration, honey. I hear it. These things, negativity will feed off of your fear and suffering from it. You can attract negativity by allowing yourself to emotionally react to this. Allow yourself to express your emotions, but if you find that you can't stop talking about it and just going over the same old thing, or you've got a storyline that you're continuing to share with people around you until you get someone to help you, there's something about getting into the present moment here to accept that it's not here now. Get okay with it now for like 3 minutes. Accept that it may not come. It's not rational, but it isn't here now. We're having a Schrodinger's cat moment. You have not opened the box yet. You don't know if the money is in there or yet. It is not your box to open. Not yet. But if you are dwelling so much in hope that you've got this kind of anxiety, I'm getting, there's a lot of pressure for you to make something happen now. Let's see. This Queen of Wands, this is going to give us some revelation about who to go to. Who to seek out. Let's see. Good, economical, obliging, serviceable, but in certain positions and in the neighborhood of other cards, it can be jealousy and even deceit and infidelity. And with this Sun card being held back from you. God, when. Oh, I forgot about these two cards perched. The Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So your cups are coming in. Definitely your cups are coming in. It's the timing thing is not knowable. This is a challenge of your patience and your flexibility, your creativity in making the dollar stretch, in the discipline. Ouch. I'm not saying that you're not doing enough to make it happen. No, there's somebody telling you that you're not doing enough to make it happen. I can't see when. And I hope I honor you that and being true to you. I do see that your cups are coming. I can't see when that approval will happen. Let's see the Ace of Wands for a moment. Fall, decadence, ruin, perdition, to perish, and also a certain clouded joy. Yeah, there is a big concern that when you get this cash, you're going to blow it. I don't know that that's just. I think that what Spirit is trying to say is that we can get this to you, but your part in it is to try to make it go as far as you can. And that might be you looking into, okay, if I do get SSI, how much is that going to be? Or SSDI. How much is it going to be? Start building a budget now. Start proving to yourself how you're going to make it happen. That's how you're going to manifest it. Except that it's not here now, but you can take steps to prepare for it to happen. You can be ready for it. And I think too, this is going to make you look long and hard about how much of that you keep to yourself. Like how much of that cash you hold on to for your own benefit. And just exactly how much you can't afford to promise away. 12121. You're still going to be able to contribute. But it's about how much. You're getting realistic about how much. Sherry, hi. Your question is about future relationships. I've been single past 6 months after a decade. Any information would be great. Thank you. Future relationships. For Sherry, I'm going to lose this nail before I'm done. Anything? We have anything? Anything? Four of Cups in reverse. Why is this? This is that old read. How did it get? Oh, what is that? Emperor? There's a short king? What? There's a short king? There's prospect of a short king? Was your SSDI, I mean, does your disability have you dating wheelchair users who like to fight? Somebody got into a fight? Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords inverse. Somebody was jealous. Somebody was looking on for some other prospects. You might have walked away from that with it's just like, fuck this, no big deal. There went that nail and my blings. Oh. Dang it. Come on now. Yeah, that Ace of Pentacles. Oh, perfect contentment, felicity, ecstasy, and speedy intelligence. Just straight up gold after this fight. So you guys may have even made up. Or you found a different balance after that fight. Queen of Swords. Malice, bigotry, artifice, prudery, bale, and deceit that led to that. That was just like, but Ace of Pentacles. Somebody was just fine being a prick. Three of Wands. We're asking about what's going on for the future, though. This person is going to come back around. Nine of Cups. That's why they're being featured. They're not done. Truth, loyalty, liberty, but readings vary and include mistakes and imperfections. So this could mean some mistaken loyalty. That's what it is. It's kind of a mistaken loyalty. They forgot. This is all the like everything he remembers and everything you remember. Like you already know, and you're willing to totally walk away from this. This Four of Cups inverse sets a mood here. Novelty, presage, new instruction, and new relations. And then it's focused on this. Yeah, this dude's going to come back around to try to recycle. You're going to have to deal with him again before you can get anybody else up in your energy there. Definitely let him, because yeah, more of the same. I am Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. I'm so glad you were all able to join me today. It's been a wonderful hour and a half with you all. I hope I shouted out to everybody. Y'all wild, I don't even know how to say that. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. When you'll get justice, Judgment Day. Hit that notification bell. So you know whenever I'm coming up again next. And I hope to see you maybe later on this afternoon. We'll see if I can get some chores done and come back and visit for a little while longer. Take care now, folks. We'll see you next time.